I'm Momtaz Begum-Hossain and I'm an open water and wild swimmer. When I first tried swimming, it was while I was at school, but I never actually managed to learn properly. So in my early 20s, I took adult swimming lessons, and that's when I properly felt like I could swim. So when I was at school, we had swimming lessons, but they used to terrify me so much. I would literally have panic attacks in the coach leaving from the school going to the pool because the water was so alien to me and I'd never been in it before that I just used to feel like physically sick. I didn't want to get in the water. I didn't want to go to those classes. It just filled me with so much fear. I grew up in a Bangladeshi family. My parents didn't swim. I was the youngest of four sisters, and none of us had ever been swimming in our lives. Sports in general, it just wasn't really part of our family culture. And in terms of the sort of Bangladeshi community that I grew up in London, nobody actually did any sports. It wasn't something that you did. Because I came from a family of sisters, my parents never really wanted us to leave the house and go out. So the kind of outdoor life wasn't something that we ever did. We tended to do things at home, so crafts and arts, watching TV. We never did anything practical outdoors. When I first tried swimming outdoors, that was when I suddenly got that sinking feeling of fear. When I first stepped in, it was one of the scariest feelings I'd ever had. I was immediately dragged underneath by the currents. So my legs were just swept from underneath me and the water was dragging me in. The problem was that I was holding on to the sides with my arms. And I didn't realize that if you do that, the currents are so strong that they'll take the rest of your body. And I honestly thought that I was going to drown. But then someone said to me, just let go. So I let go of the side and I started swimming. And all of a sudden, the currents weren't so strong, and I was able to stay afloat and I was able to swim. And it was just the most incredible feeling. And that's when I realised I absolutely love this feeling of wild swimming. Whenever you go open water swimming, you never know what experience you're going to have. Until you get there, you don't know what the temperature of the water is going to be. You don't know how fast the tides and the currents are going to be. So you go in with a real sense of anticipation. When you get out of open water, your whole body is relaxed. There's this property in natural water, whether it's seawater, whether it's water in a river, that just affects your muscles and just relax them. So when you come out, it's almost like having had a spa experience. You feel absolutely amazing. I think if you've not swum before, you're definitely missing out on a whole aspect of being a human because actually we are built to be able to swim. We just need a little bit of learning, a little bit of advice, a little bit of help. It is the most incredible feeling to be able to swim in the water. It just opens up a whole new world. I just feel so proud because I never thought in my wildest dreams I would actually, me, be able to swim outside. But I can and I love it.